Now that I have had to establish my life in writing, I now know the difference between belief and knowing something. So when someone believes in something, they believe what they told. But when somebody knows something, they telling you what happened, right? So now that I read the Bible and the Quran, I know that it's true. But I know that it's not my truth. I know that it's the writer's truth. Now, once you believe something, now it becomes your truth. Now, how could a time you didn't exist in become your time? If you keep on studying the time you don't live in, would you ever see the time you wasting in the time you live in? See, so when I'm reading the scriptures in the Bible and it tells me that I'll be saved by the blood of the Lamb and the word of my testimony, then I see that truth through experience. Now, I have saved my life, right? But because what people believe, the prosperity in my life has been stolen. And so now I understand the first link in slavery. See, what they do is they take the sovereignty away from the king. Now, you think sovereignty is money, but back in the day, wisdom was wealth. See, that's why Solomon, they say, was the most richest man in the world, because he didn't ask for riches, he asked for knowledge. See, but now when you see it and you see me saying, hey, my knowledge made me a millionaire. So why you can't see that I'm using my knowledge to defend my heirs? See, and then what I'm saying is, if I wrote it and my enemy made me have to submit it, why wouldn't you let me know? I mean, why would you be mad at me for telling you where the truth is? Now, you say that's your truth. I'm saying, see, man, see, it's like the Bible, right? Because both sides are present in writing. See, it's not talking when you go to court. It's gonna be a written testimony. See, it's no hearsay or nothing. See, you arguing with my truth, but I'm saying, listen, go in the court, put it on the record, so my truth will be able to show the next generation your belief. See, but you're not going to court to see both sides. You just think you hearing my side. So then I send you the paperwork, because I had it on emails, but then they took all my emails. But now people say, you crazy. I'm saying, see, this what get me, right? You around me, watching something happen to me, and I'm telling you what's happening presently to me, but you looking at me like I'm crazy. But I'm seeing you with kids. I'm seeing you a grandparent. And I'm saying, so if your kid was me, you would be doing your kid just like you doing me. So how would you be helping your kid watching your kid starve? See how knowledge, especially for people who was denied of their right to read and write, should be more valuable to that race of people personally than all of the riches in the world. Because if you can't read and you don't write, your children gonna become a slave again, because they're gonna take the money that you think is sovereignty. But what about the knowledge that is worth more than silver and gold? Because how can I establish my name, which your Bible says is worth more than gold and silver, if I would have took money that was made from paper? Wouldn't that be less valuable than gold and silver? So if we living in your understanding, then why you don't see that I was establishing my name above gold and silver? How else could I do it? So now my truth is what makes me sovereign. See, not your money, then you would make me sovereign. Not your belief, then your belief would make me sovereign. But let me show you what I'm saying, right? Let me show you what make me sovereign. See, this makes me and Four Castles sovereign. See, we don't have to sell our soul, we sell the truth. Now you say, well, this still one-sided. I'm saying, see, you still don't know nothing about the law. See, that right there shows the presence of the devil. That right there shows you that this is my truth that they trying to hide. Right there. So if you had a Bible and you read it and it was redacted, then you know that's a legal document, because the devil is hiding behind these marks. So if they say the devil is in the details, you don't see how my literacy caught the devil in my handwriting. You don't see this as a literary masterpiece, but see, you the lost tribe of Israel. So if my history is now lost in your belief, now, and I'm talking about my family and friends, see, because I'm saying no matter what I'm trying to do for my people in Africa and all over the world, right? Say, because if I believe I'm the king, then I should see my people wherever my people at. See, because if I am a unifier, see, I even unified the devil. See, but I can't unify my people though. See, because their beliefs. So see, if a slave believe in history and the history the slave believe in is not their own, when do the children know the history of a slave? Right? So now, I done caught my enemy, but my family is starving me, but they say they not. And I'm saying, well, because you say you not, but see, you can't feed yourself, right? But I'm saying, well, look how you stealing my sovereignty. Look how you letting these people steal my sovereignty. But I'm saying, well, now they done made me true, right? This should show that I've been telling the truth. But if I couldn't read nor write, how could I capture the devil in my personal testimony? But see, that's what I'm saying, right? Here you are trolling me, and I'm saying, but you a believer? You got people following you, and you trolling the truth. Now, so this is my testimony that I wrote yesterday. Now, this testimony I wrote, now this is when I be telling you about February 20th, 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. Well, this right here is February 22nd in 2018 at 9:01 in the morning. I was at the United States Attorney's Office citizen complaint intake form. So I put my testimony in my testimony, and I got it in the Library of Congress. So now you don't see those checkmate moves because you're a slave, you can't read it, see, and then you don't believe it. So now I have wasted 15 years. No, I haven't. Excuse me. Strike that. See, you have wasted 15 years of my prosperity talking about my value. See, this is what I'm saying about a slave. See, do they become jealous of knowledge? And so then they become the person who destroy the way because of their love for money. See, because now that is what they identify with. That's what their value is. See, their value is not their testimony. It's not their word. It's money. So without money, what is their value? See, that's why they take tithes from you, because they have no value to give to you, right? That would allow you to multiply that value. See, that's why I'm giving you my testimony to inspire you to become a better testimony. See what I'm saying? See, but how can I inspire you if I'm ignorant? See, so that's why I'm glad I'm me and you not me. See what I'm saying? Because you may have taken the money and left the knowledge on the table. See, you would have sacrificed the knowledge and then gave value to the money. But then what would have been your personal value when you would have denied your history of its roots? So see, when you talk about tradition, I'm saying, well, broken tradition is a tradition. See what I'm saying? Because now you going back and getting bits and pieces of your tradition. But now think about this. Now you're no longer modern. You're primitive, right? Because you're going back. So you like prehistoric. See, that's why you wear old clothes. You wear old. But in the Bible, it says that you're supposed to be a new creature. That means you're supposed to set a new tradition. And that's what I'm doing. See what I'm saying? See, I'm using now to speak to tomorrow, because I can't speak to yesterday unless I'm speaking of me. See, how else would I actually know? Then it would be my opinion. See, but when I speak of Dr. Martin Luther King, it's in me finishing his work, not me talking about the work he did. I'm saying, hey man, he gave me this right here. I exercised that right he gave me when I was 25 years old in an EEO. See what I'm saying? So I exercised the rights this man gave me. Now, if I'm gonna pay homage to the man who helped me when I was 25 years old get my job back and get my daughter through high school, see, that's what I was thankful for. Now, my son, he's a man. So I was glad that at the same age I was, the state of Florida tried to destroy me like my daddy went to prison when I was 12. So my family was destroyed, but at 12, I had to be a man. See, I had to look, and 2 years later, my mama was on crack. And I was in trouble. See, at 12, 2 years later, but I was getting my money. That's what I'm saying. I was being like my daddy. I wasn't breaking in nobody's houses. I was taking money from the toll roads. See, not saying I was wrong. See, that's when my mama showed me she didn't want me to be like that. And I let her down, see? And then that's when I said, nah, man, I can't do that no more. And the rest is history. So I'm saying now, if history, for which is defined as a chronological record of significant events, such as those affecting a nation or institution, often including an explanation of their causes, have testified, for which, according to the NOLO Law Dictionary, is legally defined as to provide oral evidence under oath at the trial of religion, at the trial of religion, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as a system of faith and worship, usually involving belief. See, not truth, belief. So this is what I'm saying. See, the Bible is written, the Quran is written, and my testimony is written. And you can see in my book, the devil's is present. Now, why would you keep punishing me and feeding the devil? And your Bible say, if you do this to the least of these, you do it unto me. And I'm saying, don't you see how I have separated your God from my testimony? And the devil came and showed that he your God? Because the Bible says he's the father of lies. So now you believe the Bible and you over here starving me. So that lets you know that the people who teaching you the Bible are teaching you lies. Because I'm showing you the truth in that Bible, and I'm showing you the other side is the one lying to you. The descendants of the people who killed your Lord and Savior is now starving me. See? But because I have survived, and now I'm telling you my history under oath, now religion is on trial. Because I'm saying, well, they've been taking your money just like the state, but I'm providing the services just like Jesus did. I'm not passing no hat around. I'm trying to pay you to stay out of trouble. So how am I not doing the work of Jesus? See, I'm just like I'm doing the work of Dr. Martin Luther King. I'm doing the work of Minister Malcolm X. If I'm doing the work now, how am I not the worker who done the work? I worked. I had to work my way in this position. That's why I'm telling you, not what street corner I was selling dope on. Man, I got off the streets, I was 18 years old. Then I went to the United States Navy. And then I got on at Cablevision, which is now Spectrum. I then worked there 2 years, 8 months. I got on at Orlando Utilities. I worked for Orlando, reading meters. Then I worked there 8 months. Then the post office came. I went to the post office. Within the first 40 days of employment, they fired me in Ocoee, Florida. I used the Civil Rights Act of 1964 to get my job back. No lawyer. Me. That's showing how long I've been knowing about what Dr. Martin Luther King allowed me to inherit in self-defense. Then I fought the battle 6 times in the United States Postal Service with the EEOs. And then they sent me 0 checks for 2 years, 8 months. And now I got a book that has the devil in detail. Now, what do y'all want me to do? Like, what the fuck is you starving me for? Why are you helping the devil? Because you believe in Jesus or Allah? Who is that in this time? Because you say, I think I'm them. I'm saying, wouldn't you think I'm them? Because the work I'm doing, see, you see the work I'm doing, so you say, I think I'm Jesus. But it's actually you who think I'm Jesus. Because I'm telling you, I don't read the Bible. I read the law. So if I read the law, then how could I be in the Bible? If I'm following the law, how could I be following your God? But I'm telling you that I'm a creator. of two creations, male and female. Female first, male second. So you're going to take that history out too? You're going to take all of my daughter hard work out and our relationship. You're going to take that story out and put in your son. See, man, that ain't right, man. Because now what about my daughter who was changing religion for daughters? Because her daddy told her he didn't want no daughter. See, look, my daughter and I, we spoke candidly. So that way, if anybody tried to tell my daughter something, she's like, hey, man, my daddy told me. Because he didn't want, like, he didn't trust girls because when he was little. So he was like, hey, man, I don't, you know. But then when she was 18 years old, her daddy told her that, hey, man, he was so proud of her that she never gave him no problems at all. She was 18, getting ready to go to college. See, now I'm saying it doesn't matter what you do as long as you can handle it. So I never tried to find out what my daughter did because I was happy with the fact that she could deal with it and still bring home the check, see, which was her grades. So now, if a person can handle what you need them to handle, why wouldn't you let them enjoy themselves? That's they pay. That's what I used to tell my daughter. Now, you saying that my adopted daughters, because they'll want to come and learn from Tamika's, Rayshawn Castle's father, that I shouldn't give them the same opportunity to say, well, okay, sell this book. If you don't know how to do nothing, you know how to talk on the phone. So answer the phones, make calls, and I'm going to pay you $25 an hour. So now, see, but if I would have took money, what book I would have had to sell? See, then I need them to make money. But see, I became the money because I became the story, and I wrote the story that's now a book. See, if I didn't turn the story into a book, how then would I be sovereign in any denomination? See, I'm sovereign in the spiritual world, and I'm sovereign in the secular world because I have an asset. See, I am not something you sell. I have something to sell. And I'm not a snake oil salesman. See, I'm not selling my religion. See, I don't have a religion. I'm selling my way of life. See, and that's all I'm saying. See, I'm saying, hey, man, I'm selling you. See, I'm purchasing you by the hour so you can stay off the streets at night. See, I'm purchasing your time so you will be so tired and you have to get up and go to work in the morning that the devil won't be able to catch you at night. Because, see, you're not out scourging for food. You know that you gonna get, you just ate. See, and you watch TV with your lady and you going to sleep because you proud of yourself like I was. See, you know that, hey, man, I ain't got to bring trouble here. I kept trouble out when I walked off the streets. See, nobody was looking for me. I was looking for me. See what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm telling y'all. Look for yourself and you will make your own history. And once you make your history, see, then you will have a chronological record. See how I was telling you? See, when I walked off the streets, I went to the Navy, right? From 1987 to 1991. See, that's a chronological record. Then I got on at Cablevision, which is now Spectrum, from 1991 to almost, well, I think it was 1990, No, it was 1993, almost 4, because it was 2 years, 8 months. So that's 93 and almost, yeah, because it was, yeah, that's right. It was 93. I got on at the post office in 95. No, 94. My son was born in 95. So I got on in 94. See what I'm saying? It's a chronological record of my history. See? So then I have the 6 EEOs. I have the one EEO where they fired me and I had to use it to get my job back. So see, I'm saying I'm an employee lawyer from the time I was 25 till I was 39. See, you seeing it like it's overnight. I'm saying, but do you know how long I've been setting them up? See, that's why I'm so calm, because I have put the work in. See, when you put the work in, what you afraid for, you know. See, they got to hide me. But I'm saying, see, but when people don't believe in you and they believe what they believe, then they take your life, but you don't give it to them. They take it. But what am I supposed to do? See, if I go steal, then the police would have put me in jail for stealing. But see, now I'm showing y'all, hey, man, they've been trying to kill me. So now if the police come, he coming to execute me, because, see, my family done put me in a mental hospital. See, but they don't understand what that small disbelief put my life in jeopardy. Because they didn't understand that the person who was telling them a lie was lying to them. But the Bible tells you that that's a serpent. See, a treacherous person. See, so now I'm walking on treacherous people's water, who came from Adam, who came from the water that was on the ground. See, that's treacherous water. See, those people is the serpents that's supposed to be on their bellies. See, but you looking at the story from what it like water. See, but they saying that you then reduce yourself to liquid because you're no longer solid. See how you say, man, that's a solid dude. That's how we used to say. I don't know what y'all young cats say. That mean that dude's solid. That mean he ain't gonna do nothing out of the way. See what I'm saying? That you can trust on. You can trust him. See what I'm saying? But see, now, how can you trust somebody you don't even know if they got a habit? See, so what's the chronological record? See, so now I'm telling you my history, for which is defined as a chronological record of significant events in the life of Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., for whom it became Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of the United States Navy, for whom became President Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated, for whom had to rise to the level of King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated, who's selling his story of his journey back to his queen, Benita Elaine Epps Castle of Four Castles Incorporated. See, we married at 19. I'm coming back as a king. See, I'm letting her know that you married a king when you was 19. And at 39, he showed you what he told his mama when he was 4 or 5. So see my history. See, but I can't say, because there's my mama not here to corroborate that story. But my daughter told you, she can tell you that when she was 6, I told her that I wanted to be a lawyer. So she know that. Now, she don't know all these other things, but she knew of it because I told her about it before I did it. And now it's done. But now people saying it's not done, and I'm saying because you don't believe it, that don't mean it's not true. See, that's what I kept telling my friend. I'm saying just because you don't believe I did it, don't mean I didn't do it. It just means you don't believe I did it. But I'm telling you I did it. But now, see, I'm saying, well, if I committed a crime, and then, that's what really hurt me about my friend, right? I was telling him what I did, and he was acting like I was lying to him. And I say, so do you want me to lie to you and tell you what I didn't do? But here I can send you the written evidence of what I did. But you saying that what somebody else told you and may have shown you a picture of, I did. And I'm saying, I told you I was there, but I was undercover. Oh no, Tommy. I'm saying, listen, bro. They said they had my car. Why I'm not getting the evidence of why the federal government is taking my car? I'm saying that was a federal agent. But now, where is he? You seen the picture. Let's see who the person is. But I can't go to court, right? So now, if I can't go to court and they showed you a picture, and then I'm telling you the truth. I'm saying, see, when they was trying to say I was selling dope, ask my daughter, before I went on that undercover mission, I told my daughter, they gonna say daddy sell dope, but daddy don't sell dope. See, cause how could I tell you the future if I don't plant the seed? So I can't go back and say, didn't daddy say that if I didn't say it? So why did I say it? See, that's all I'm saying. So if I'm planting a seed, then shouldn't it dawn on you now when you look back and you see that they trying to say I sell dope from that one scene that I told you I was the undercover? And I've been telling everybody like, hey, I went to the FBI. Because I'm taking their power away. I'm saying, well, if I didn't go to the FBI, then how would I find out if that was an FBI agent? So I knew then that the FBI knew about me. Why they didn't take my intake form? See, so now I'm telling you my chronological record. Now, why America is not telling you its side of the story. Why the state of Florida is not telling you its side of the story. But I'm telling you that it's in court. You can see both sides. But you want to think, but I'm out here starving, and I'm saying, well, is the sheriff of Orange County not going to kill me no more? Is the sheriff of Seminole County not going to kill me no more? Because you just going to sit here and watch me starve, man. And then I'm saying, well, if I go steal something, they going to shoot me or put me in jail. And the judges, I know they going to get rid of me. So what am I supposed to do? So now, either y'all done came to start a war, and I'm saying, is that your belief? What is causing you to want to die when it's time to take care of what you done created? See, now you should see that you can't defend your children dead, fool. You can't defend your children in a cage. So you should come out of that situation with a testimony. See, you should come out. That's what I keep telling these brothers. Hey, man, I'm going to pay you, man. I'm going to pay you to tell these kids not to be like you used to be, and now show them what you became. See, you became something, right? You had to do something in prison. Now, those who just did time, they might be too crazy, right? Because they might have done lost their minds, right? So we have to be cognizant of that, because we're trying to save the least of these, which is our children. So that means we have to be vigilant, because we can't let the devil do what the devil done did. See, the evidence of how we got here is evident. But now, how do we stop allowing people to put their diseases on us? See what I'm saying? Like, when do we stop saying they did something to us? When do we say we did something for us? See, we always, they, man, they, man, they, don't do this, man, don't. See, and I'm telling my daughter, I'm saying, see, I had to overcome that to give you the life that the state of Florida took. I had to overcome people telling me what I couldn't do, so I could try to invest everything I had in you, so I could see that maybe if I had somebody like me, like my mama and my grandmama used to say. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people talk around kids, but they don't think kids hear them. So, you know, now, I wish I had a man to help me. I wish I had a man. But then when you that type of man, then do your lady know? Like, see, but because all she know is you. So now, do she find a problem with you? Say, damn, man, what was the problem? See, but see, she may be around women, then they telling her about their problems, so she looking for that problem in her life. See, so now the man got to deal with her looking for a problem that don't exist, but he got a problem that actually exists. Now, when he need help, see, now everybody see. But everybody done did what they thought was right because they believed. Now, what about the chronological history of significant events such as those affecting a nation or institution, often including an explanation of their causes, have testified, for which, according to the NOLO Law Dictionary, is legally defined as to provide oral evidence under oath at the trial of religion, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as a system of faith and worship usually involving belief in a supreme being and usually containing a moral or ethical code, especially such a system recognized and practiced in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, judgment halls, sects, or denominations all over the world, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County, well, you know what, I'm going to say, history in the making, cuz, and on January 22nd in 2024 at, well, you know what, and I'm gonna just tell y'all what time it is if they don't take the time off, because this is my testimony. So I'll just tell, well, you know what, when I say it, I'll put it on them and then they'll know. Okay, so what I'm saying is religion is such a system recognized and practiced in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, judgment halls, sects, and denominations all over the world, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Y'all missed that one. And then in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. Y'all missed that one too. And then in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning. Y'all missed that one too. And now on January 22nd in 2024 at 48 in the morning, I am now testifying in the court of public opinion. See, so my grandchildren to know, and my daughter and my son, never give up on your life. See, why would I ever stop trying to make it back to you? See what I'm saying? Like, but this is the problem with being something that nobody believe you are. And then when somebody done made somebody believe in something, maybe they making them believe in that so they can do what they doing to you. See, because that's what I'm doing. See, I'm making sure that with my testimony on January 22nd and 2024 at 4:49 in the morning, I can catch all the evil around me in the future. See, this is my history that's going to catch my enemy in the future. So that's what I'm telling whomever, like, why you putting this on your children? Because that's what the Bible say. How can they live my children's inheritance and my children live your children's fate? See, you left your children in a position you left them in. Now, why should America or religion or anybody take my children's inheritance? See, that's what I don't understand about your religion. That's why it's on trial. See, that the false statement that according to Moses, for whom is defined as a Hebrew prophet who led the Israelites out of Egyptian slavery and at Mount Sinai delivered the law establishing God's covenant with the Israelites, said that the serpent told to Eve, for whom is defined as the first woman in the Garden of Eden, on God, for whom is defined as the being perfect in power, wisdom, and goodness, who is worshipped as in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism as creator and ruler of the universe in the Garden of Eden, to Eve, for whom is defined as the first woman led Adam, for whom is defined as the first man, for whom is the father of Cain, for whom is defined as the brother and murderer of Abel, for whom is defined as the son of Adam, for whom was fed the fruit from the forbidden tree, for which grew in the midst of the Garden of Eden by Eve. For which caused Cain to kill his brother Abel, for which has allowed the angels of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, the high priest Caiaphas, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, the elders of the people in Jerusalem, in the temple in Jerusalem, in the judgment hall in Jerusalem, the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas, Pontius Pilate. Oh, I hit Pontius Pilate twice. Pontius Pilate, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning. Okay, and then I'm going to say, wait a minute. Okay, now, and I'm going to say, no, I'm going to change that. And on January 22nd in 2024. See, because like I said, if we don't get out of this mental slavery, man, we'll never be actually free. Because see, if a person can't tell lay truth in no generation, then how is anybody free in any generation? I mean, because, the only truth I know is my own. But you done told me that I ain't been telling the truth, and now you don't want to admit that you've been leaning on what you believe. So in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida, on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, and on January 22nd in 2024 at 4:53 in the morning, to continue to sell God for whom are Allah's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. Allah for whom are God's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. And mine for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's atheist children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world into slavery, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as a situation in the midst of the Garden of Eden, in which the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world, have absolute power over the life, fortune, and liberty of God for whom are Allah's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. Allah for whom are God's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. And mine for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's atheist children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world, is why God for whom are Allah's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities. Oh, wait. Damn, boy, I messed up this here. Yeah, this one here really got me. Because, y'all selling me. Okay, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. Allah for whom are God's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. And mine for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's atheist children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world's failure of consideration, for which, according to the No Law Dictionary, is legally defined as the refusal as well as the inability of God for whom are Allah's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. Allah for whom are God's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. And mine for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's atheist children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world to perform their side of the bargain in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and judgment halls all over the world. is the tradition for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as past customs and usages that influence or govern present acts and practices of a slave, for whom, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as a slave is a human being who was and still is property and was legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally bought in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, after the angels of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas, Pontius Pilate, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world, sold God, for whom are Allah's children, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. Allah, for whom are God's children, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. And my for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's atheist children, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. To me, for whom name is Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of the United States Navy in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, is when, where, why, and how I, for whom name is Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of the United States Navy, pledged, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as the act of legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally providing the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran, in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, as security for God, for whom are Allah's children, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. Allah, for whom are God's children, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. And my for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's atheist children, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world, in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning. After I, for whom name is President Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's obligation, well, after I fulfilled, after I, for whom name is, fulfilled, history in the making, cuz, fulfilled, and then now I'm gonna say mine. Because this went another level. See, every time I did something, my name changed. For whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. See, because I'm saying, well, you can say who I'm not, right? But I know what I had to do to say who I know I am. Because once I proved it, now it's proven. Ain't nothing I can do. So I'm saying, after I, for whom name is President Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated, fulfilled, you know what, now I'm going to say, legally, historically. See, like I say, this my testimony. So if I would have been writing it, this is what I would have been doing. So this is what I'm doing. See, I'm saying, before I give it to you, to the public, I wrote it, but I never proofread it because I had time. I was under time limits because I had to get it in a timely manner. So that's why when I read it, I be amazed that, hey man, I didn't really make too many typos or nothing. And I only had a half a semester of typing. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm like, hey, man, and under so-called pressure. But see, that's what I'm trying to tell you kids and my kids and my wife. I wasn't under pressure. I was releasing pressure. See what I'm saying? That's why I have so much evidence. So say, how can a pipe burst if the pipe is not under pressure? See, the only time a pipe bursts is when it's a clog and the pressure, because it's not going through, right? Because whatever clogging the pipe is now putting back pressure on the system. So now when you got water coming in and you got something blocking the water, now it's building up pressure. Now that's when it starts. Now if it's too much pressure for the pipe to hold, the pipe bursts. So look, this is what I'm trying to show y'all. I'm saying, okay, say if I believed in the Bible, then I would have been operating on belief. So now I may have struck out at the spirit of evil because I wasn't making a testimony. I was following a testimonial. So now I probably would have seen the devil and then struck him, right? But because I knew through working for the devil, like I guess Moses knew Pharaoh, is that the devil was trying to make a case against me in writing. See, he kept lying, and I kept using writing to make him come on the record. See, so now this is what I'm telling y'all. I'm saying, well, should I negate all of the evidence that I was amassing because of what you believe? Well, what about my wife and my children and me? See, I'm saying just because I chose to allow my truth to defeat the lie, then why then do you side with the liar if you're a seeker of truth? So see, after I, for whom name is President Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated, legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally fulfilled my, for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's obligation, for which according to the Black's Law Dictionary is legally defined as a legal and moral duty to protect and defend the United States Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, is when, where, how, and why I, for whom simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., had to legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally prove, for which according to the Black's Law Dictionary is legally defined as to establish or make certain to establish the truth in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, that I, for whom name is Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of the United States Navy, was right, for which is defined as just, fair, and correct in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. How could have I, for whom name is President Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. of Forecasters Incorporated, legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally mute, for which according to the Black's Law Dictionary is legally defined as the angels of the dragon, that old serpent. The dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, the high priest Caiaphas, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, the elders of the people in Jerusalem, in the temple in Jerusalem, in the judgment hall in Jerusalem, the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas, Pontius Pilate, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world, who stand silent when required to answer and plead in the midst of the Garden of Eden, in the midst of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, in accordance with the definition of mute by visitation of God, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as the condition of a criminal defendant who remains silent rather than enter a plea at arraignment or trial for physical or psychological reasons beyond his or her control, such as deafness, muteness, and insanity, in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, after I, for whom simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally took the angels of the dragon, that old serpent, the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas, Pontius Pilate, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people, in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world's voices in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, with the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran, as I, for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Forecasters Incorporated, legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally defended for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as amend something previously adopted. That's the name of it. It's called amend something previously adopted, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as of a deliberative assembly to a change in otherwise final text. So see, like, that's the Bible and the Quran. See, it's questions in there, so it's a final text. But when you answer the questions, then it's under this amend something previously adopted. So see how the Bible is a translation, and it's translated in many forms and stuff. So that's something that's previously adopted, the Holy Bible and the Holy Quran. But when it's asking you a question, that's what I'm answering. See, I'm saying, well, I'm he who did this, who the Prophet Muhammad asked this of in here. See, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. So it's amend something, the Holy Bible and the Holy Quran, previously adopted. See, so this is the Black Law Dictionary definition of a deliberative assembly to change and otherwise final text to legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally protect me, for whom simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Council Sr., and fulfill, for which is defined as to put into effect, my, for whom name is Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of the United States Navy, duty to defend, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as the obligation of an insurer, for whom name is President Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Forecasters Incorporated, to legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally provide the insured, for whom, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, is legally defined as the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran, that are legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally covered and protected by me, for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Forecasters Incorporated, for whom legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally gave the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran, with a legal, historical, biblical, religious, spiritual, financial, mental, and federal defense in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world, from in the midst of the Garden of Eden, especially in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, and more specifically in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning against claims of liability in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in hoods, projects, communities, schools. Oh, man, I didn't even. Schools, colleges, and universities. Okay, against claims of liability in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, judgment halls, and judgment halls. Man, what the hell was going on? And judgment halls all over the world within the terms of the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran's term policies, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, are legally defined as a life insurance policy that gives protection for a specified period, but that does not have a cash value or reserve value in the civil and criminal courthouse. Now, what I'm saying is, the Bible and the Quran, right, don't have no cash value, see, but it has knowledge, right? But if you don't turn that knowledge into a testimony, then what is the value? See, it's a life insurance policy. That's why I'm telling y'all, I'm reading it in self-defense. That's how I see it, as a term policy. See, because if I don't answer them questions, these Christians and Muslims would have helped the devil kill me like they did Dr. Martin Luther King and Minister Malcolm X. See, Black Christianity is guilty of killing Dr. Martin Luther King. And Black Muslims are guilty of killing Minister Malcolm X. Now, it doesn't matter what they say, it's what they allow to be shown historically. Because now, if we know that Minister Malcolm X had a problem with his mentor, his God, because he looked at Elijah Muhammad, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as God. That's who brought him to the faith. And he broke with that. So now I read his side of the story, and I saw where they killed a man in front of his wife and his children, man. Just like they killed Jesus in front of his mother, his brothers, and his auntie. That's what the scriptures say. Now, if you know the scriptures and you allow your religion to carry that murder, then why would you be mad at me when you now allow helping the Christian through Pastor Willie C. Barnes starve me? Now, how then do you now justify you helping them starve me, and you trying to say that you didn't help the FBI kill Minister Malcolm X? He was an enemy of you both, just like I'm an enemy of Christianity and Islam because you selling it, you didn't become it. See, I became the Florida Constitution. I became the United States Constitution. I became the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights. I cited the Declaration of Independence in my own quest for independence. See, so I'm reenacting these documentations by doing the deed. See, I'm saying I want the same thing that the writers of these documentations wanted. See, so that's what I'm telling you. I'm saying, hey, man, y'all supposed to be Islam. Y'all not supposed to practice Islam. See, y'all not supposed to be Christians. Y'all supposed to be Christ. See, because if Christ has a definition, then you should fit that description. If you practice what you preach, you would be who you talking about, because you will be doing the work. See, you just talking about the work. That's why you mad with me, because I'm doing the work you talking about. Now you're telling these people that I don't deserve what you getting. See, you getting fed, you getting treated good, you getting all of this because you telling them about the work. But now I'm doing the work you telling them about, but now you tell them that I don't deserve my 800 million so I can then employ them, but that you deserve 10% of what they work for just to tell them about the work I'm doing. Come on, man. Eventually they're gonna see that that the life insurance policy that you giving them is not protecting them nor their family. It's protecting you for a specified period. See, because Willie Lynch said that his tactics and his techniques would last for 300 years. So now, see, all of y'all are coming to the end of Willie Lynch's term. See, that he gave these people who he told if they implement his plan, that it would be for at least 300 years or more. So now this is his plan, right? But now when I come and I got a plan that I had to make as a worker, as a slave, but now you want to call it an employee. Okay, call it whatever you want. But look what happened when I didn't want to no longer work for the United States Postal Service. Look at the extent that they went through. So who is the government if it's not we the people? But now here I got to deal with the Christian, the Muslim. I got to deal with the black Christian. I got to deal with the white Christian. I got to deal with the Puerto Rican Christian. I got to deal with the Mexican Christian. See, I got to deal with all of y'all. But nobody don't want to come to court so I can get me some food. But yet y'all sitting here paying y'all preachers, you're paying your judges, you're paying your politicians, and ain't none of them doing the work. None of them. But here I am defending you with a case, showing you the devil in my testimony, and you starving me for over 15 years. August 12th, 2024 will be 16 calendar years you starved me, man. But now you saying your God. I'm saying, so now you lying on your God, man. So see, so it's a term policy. So let me go back. Chris, this for you. Within the terms of the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran's term policies, for which, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, are legally defined as a legal insurance policy. So if you are a legal person that don't believe in religion, but you know the laws that govern you, see, the Florida Constitution or any state constitution is a life insurance policy. See, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, or any Bill of Rights in any state, those are life insurance policies. See, but if you don't know how to defend your policy, which is your life and your citizenship, then you will lose your citizenship as well as your way of life. Now, you may not lose your life because they can put you in prison for 10, 15 years. See, that's just to punish you, to let you know, don't you come up against me. See what I'm saying? Now, that's what they tried to do to me, but they was only able to put me in jail for 2 times, but only for 47 days because of my military training. See, I was like, okay, you got me. I'm behind enemy lines. Then I say, hey, due to the violation of my constitutional rights, I can't take care of my family. See, I'm looking over the judge, but y'all probably thought I was looking up to God. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, well, how do I look over the judge if I don't look up? But hey, man, okay, whatever you say. But I'm telling you why I did that. But you saying, well, he talking to God. I'm saying, no, I'm talking over the judge. Listen to what I said. I said, due to the violation of my constitutional rights, I cannot take care of my family. Then I look back at the judge. Then I say, due to the violation of my constitutional rights, I can't take care of my family. Then I look back at the judge. Then I said, due to the violation of my constitutional rights, I can't take care of my family. Then I look back at the judge. Now, anybody who a military man or woman know that when you caught behind enemy lines, you give your name, your rank, and your serial number. Your serial number is your social security number. I gave that. I gave them my rank, Petty Officer 3rd Class, Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. And then I told them 3 times. My name, my rank, and my serial number, and I told them what they would violate my rights in court, on the record, talking to veterans, and they came and put me in a mental hospital. So now I'm asking the current military men and women who's serving this ideology, well, see, if you mean what they'll do to protect themselves, not the integrity of the organization that you will give your life for. Look, I'm saying, so here I am defending y'all because I was once y'all, and I'm saying, well, hey, man, if a man or woman is not honorable enough to tell you the truth, how could you go die for them? Because you're dying for them. You're not dying for us. Because if they not telling you the truth and now they after me, then wouldn't they be after this other leader too? Because he know the truth? So now they sending you to silence them. And you think it's a patriotic move, but it's a conquering move. So they like Caesar. They going to conquer people. But yet when you come home, you sleeping under bridges. They giving you drugs to ease the mental pain so you don't have the nightmares. But now they acting like now they use your patriotism against you when you defending the Constitution against them. So now you're saying, well, didn't the founding fathers let us know that domestic enemies exist? But now you say that domestic enemies can't be the president? Well, I'm saying I beg to differ. I'm saying it's several presidents that was domestic enemies to me. They denied me of my constitutional rights, from George W. Bush to Obama to Trump to Biden. So why should I care about this fictitious history and not about the truthful history that I'm making in court for my children's, my wife, and my business associates and my business's prosperity? See, why we have to fail so the failing entities of America can be propped up as if they are sovereign entities. Well, if they are the ones that messed up the independence of America, why should they live independently from what they caused? See, now that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, well, look, I did not cause this calamity. I defended us from the calamity that was caused. So how then do I not know who caused the calamity? Now, how do you know? See, you believe in a time that has already transpired. I'm telling you about a crime that's transpiring as I speak. See, I'm saying when I speak, they got to come and lie so they can distort the truth. Now, they do that daily. Now, how then should they get paid to lie to you? And I shouldn't get paid to tell you the truth. So this is a life insurance policy that gives protection for a specified period, but that does not have a cash value or reserve value in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, with my for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Castles Sr. of Four Castles Incorporated's constitutional right, for which according to the No-Low Dictionary is legally defined as rights, for which according to the No-Low Dictionary is legally defined as the information which must be given by law enforcement officers to a person who is under arrest and otherwise not free to leave, is given to the people by the United States Constitution, for which according to the No-Law Dictionary is legally defined as the fundamental underlying document which establishes the government of a nation or state. The United States Constitution, originally adopted in convention on September 17th in 1787, ratified by the states in 1788, and thereafter amended 27 times, is the prime example of such a document. However, states also have constitutions and the Bill of Rights, for which according to the No-Law Dictionary is legally defined as the first 10 amendments to the federal Constitution adopted in 1791. The Bill of Rights includes many cornerstones of our democracy: freedom of speech, religion, and assembly, prohibitions against unreasonable search and seizure, cruel and unusual punishment, and compels self-incrimination, and the rights to due process and a speedy trial if attacked in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning. So now I'm going to get the Quran, see, to corroborate my testimony. And boy, I read this one here. You know what, I'm gonna start, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one here. So this is a Sheehy International version of the Noble Quran, chapter 5, verse, I'm gonna go verse 19 to, let me see. See, but these here, 19 to, let me see. Okay, hold on, because this is about Moses. Okay, check this. I'm gonna go 19. If you rise your hand, 19 to boy, this so good, man. Okay, 19 to 30, man. I can't. It's everything, and that's why I like this Quran. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I know he dealt with the same thing I'm dealing with, because I can't really do nothing but just say when I did what he said needed to be done. I mean, that because, okay, listen, this is the Sheehy International version of the Holy Quran, chapter 5, verses 19 to 30. O people of the scripture, there has come to you our messenger to make clear to you the religion after a period of suspension of messengers. See, oh man, see, that's what, oh people of scripture, there has come to you our messenger to make clear to you the religion after a period of suspension of messengers, lest ye say there comes not to us any bearer of good tidings or a warner, but there has come to you a bearer of good tidings and a warner, and Allah is over all things competent. in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the civil and criminal, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, and then on January 22nd in 2024 at 5:38 in the morning. Boy, I like this. And mention old Muhammad when Moses said to his people, "O my people, remember the favor of Allah upon you when he, for whom simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Council Sr., appointed among you prophets, for which is the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran, and made you possessors, and gave you that which he, for whom name is Petty Officer Third Class, Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of the United States Navy, had not given anyone among the worlds in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, and on January 22nd in 2024 at 5:39 in the morning. See that way, boy, it's like he is the prophet. Because I'm telling you, the man is telling y'all everything that I'm telling y'all too. And then I ask him, and then he say, tell him this. And then I'm saying, well, how am I not with my testimony going to get the messenger and let him tell you that my testimony is the testimony he was saying? I'm giving it. I've given it. Well, when did you give it? You telling me what he said, and I'm answering what he said, and I'm telling him to tell you I answered it. And I'm unlearned. I'm learning as I teach, but I'm also teaching what I've learned in self-defense though. See, woo. Oh, my people, enter the blessed land, i.e. Palestine. Man, woo, come on now. Oh, my people, enter the blessed land, i.e. Palestine, which Allah has assigned to you, and do not turn back from fighting in Allah's cause, and thus become losers in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, on January 22nd in 2024 at 5:41 in the morning. So since y'all been out here fighting, killing babies and dying and saying that y'all doing that in the name of Allah, or you're doing it because you say you was promised something, well, why you can't come in the courts and then state your case with your testimony that you done made these people believe that you are a messenger of the messenger? See, because you don't say you Allah, you say you the messenger of the messenger. But I'm saying, well, I'm the one that the messenger talking about because I the one did what the messenger said Allah would do without knowing what the messenger said. So now, if I did the work that the messenger, for whom is the Prophet Muhammad, said that Allah would do, how then am I supposed to read this and not see my works? If I didn't do the works, then I can understand. But if I can show you where I did the works, what is you talking about? See, how is the Prophet Muhammad talking about you? And what is your works? I don't know. So how can I be the loser when the law has allowed me to walk on it over treacherous water? Then said old Muhammad, indeed, I'm not damn. Then said old Moses, indeed within it is a people of tyrannical. So now it's tyrant. So it's tyrannical. Damn, man, I done messed up here. Now I gotta go in here. My mama been done messed with me here. So let me okay, tyrannical. So look, it them look. Tyrannical. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just them little, you know, them crazy little, well, it ain't crazy to you, but it look crazy to me. Tyrannical, but okay, being or characteristics of a tyrant. See, so that's what I'm saying. Tyrant is defined as an absolute ruler unrestrained by law or constitution. So it's tyrannical, you know, but that's what my mama taught me. When I mess up, I have to go and define it. So, oh, now what did you do, man? Okay, wait a minute, I'm at the wrong thing. Okay, there it is. Okay, I went back to my testimony. Okay, now, okay. They said, old Moses, indeed that's not, oh, that ain't, they done moved it again. Hold on. Man, I wish y'all leave me alone. You see, I'm trying to, okay, now, I'm back. Okay, this is the Shi'i International Version of the Holy Quran, chapter 5, verse 22. They said, O Moses, indeed within it is a people of tyrannical strength. And indeed we will tyrannical strength. And indeed, so that means tyrants. See, when you say tyrannical, it's a tyrant, so it's people who not constrained by the Constitution. See, so now, what I'm simply saying is that's why I had to take the constitutions from the tyrannical people and then use the Constitution to save you from the tyrannical people. See what I'm saying? And now I went and got the Prophet Muhammad and to go tell you what Moses, see, so now it's like I'm killing two birds with one stone. The Prophet Muhammad went and got Moses, and I went and got the Prophet Muhammad. So see, they say, "O Moses, indeed, within it is a people of tyrannical strength, and indeed we will never enter it until they leave it." See, but if they leave it, then we will enter. So see, I had to cast them out. Just like Jesus cast out the sheep, the oxen, and the doves, and the money exchangers. And then I'm saying, see, now, if you come in, you won't be judged by somebody who hates you. You will be judged by somebody who loves you. But you gonna still be judged. That's all I'm saying. See, but would you rather a father judge you as his son, or a father judge you as his daughter, or somebody judge you as your owner? See, these people thought they was my owner. So that's where I stayed the property of America. Then I used America's documentation for freedom. And then I demanded my freedom in accordance with America's documentation for freedom. See, that's why I'm a text that don't have no value. See, my value is that of freedom. So I am free, just like my ancestors was, but the country has taken its dollar away from me. See, and that's why I'm going to my friends and my family and I'm saying, well, why don't you invest in my freedom so I can then show you freedom? But now you then enslaved me and told me to go back and work for my enslaver. And then told me to apologize to my wife for being a man, for being a husband. and then told me to apologize to my children for defending their inheritance. And I'm saying, well, when you gonna apologize to my wife for lying to her, or accepting the lie that was told to you, and then you trying to make us believe the lie that was told to you? And I'm saying, well, how do you know what's going on in my house? So now I can't enter back into my house because you in it. So look, they said, "Oh, Moses, indeed, when within it is a people of tyrannical strength." See, that's y'all tyrants in my house telling me what to do. See, but you won't come into court because you know then you'll be a tyrant on trial. See, like the serpent and Adam and Eve. So which one are you? Are you the serpent or are you Adam and Eve? Because I'm saying, well, why are you in my garden helping the devil survive? So now, your tyrannical strength, and indeed we will never enter it until they leave. See, we'll never go back to being a family until y'all get the hell out of our family. Y'all done came in our family with your understanding and done destroyed my family. And now you don't want to say you did nothing. See, until they leave it, but if they leave it, then we will enter. See, then once y'all get out of our family, now we can come back together. But as long as you got your understanding in my family, it's not my fucking family, it's yours. You telling us what to do. Who the fuck is you? But come to court, man, and show me that strength in court, though. See, don't flex your power out of court. Come flex it in court. Said 2 men from those who feared to disobey. Wait, man, I done got upset. Hold on. Said 2 men from those who feared to disobey, upon whom Allah had bestowed favor, entered unto them there through the gate. For when you have entered it, you will be predominant, and upon Allah rely if you should be believers. See, I should have been predominant, right? Let's go see, predominant. Okay, predominant. Make sure.
Predominant.
I was right. Okay, let me stop. Okay, having superior strength, influence, or authority. See, so now, because of Dr. Martin Luther King's stance for nonviolent debate. See, so what he did was say, hey, man, we not strong enough to fight you in the streets because you got, our tax dollars, you militarized up against us. You got armored cars and tanks and all the bulletproof vests and all that shit that we paid for. So we'll be actually fighting ourselves in that type of battle. So see, what Dr. Martin Luther King did is he gave us our individual rights to fight individually for our freedom. See what I'm saying? So now, but if you are of divine blood, then you do not see what is. You see what should be. That's what I saw. See what I'm saying? So when I have vision of a reality not yet known, then I see the restraints on my reality. Why wouldn't I move the financial restraints from my reality, which makes me sovereign, so then I can then produce the reality through fictitious means, which is money. See, my money can be counterfeited, right? But how can your life be counterfeited? it can be duplicated by your creations or those for whom you influence. So see, you can be predominant in your community. See, because you can have superior strength, influence, or authority. Now, why would you exercise predominance and sell crack to your people? See, where would your strength be? You would be making your people weak, because now somebody can come give them crack and they'll undermine your kingdom. See, so you building your kingdom on mental sickness. So what kind of king are you? You a kingpin. You a drug kingpin, right? So now, if you have a kingdom full of addicts, how do you feel safe as a king? Because the strength is not in you, it's in the crack, it's in the meth. It's in what your congregation or your kingdom, your subjects, or whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever they addicted to is what they love. They don't love you, they love the substance that you've given them. See, that's why people who don't have power steal authority. See, they have to duplicate love's addiction. See, when a person truly loves you, it becomes addictive because you feel that love like you feel that substance. So now when you are not in that space, then you crave for that love. Just like a crackhead crave for crack, or a meth head crave for meth. See, so you keep trying to duplicate that feeling, but that feeling only comes from true love. So love, once it's experienced, it then becomes property. But see, what I'm saying is, if you don't love yourself, then how are you truly ever loved? And that's what I'm saying to myself. You see what I'm saying? Have I ever been truly loved? Because I haven't been able to love myself. See what I'm saying? So, okay, now this is 5:23. Oh, no, that was, okay, and all right, no, okay, now this is 24. Then said old Moses, indeed we will not enter it ever, as long as they are within it. So go, you and your Lord, and fight. Indeed, we are remaining right here. See what I'm saying? So that's what happened. So they stayed and they made me go. But then when I came back, they was afraid. See, it's like they had sacrificed me and they were like, he ain't gonna make it. Man, we just waiting. See, but then when I came back, like Moses with the law, now see, I'm bringing the people to those who left me. That said, oh, Tommy, indeed, we will not enter it. See, I'm not going back. See, so now I'm saying, okay, babe, you ain't going back. Well, then I'm going to buy this land right here. But I still want my house because that's part of my legacy. I still want my story. But now, here these, oh, man, let that go. Let it go, man. So that's like letting go the Underground Railroad, let go the lawsuit, let go the ark. Let go everything because of what you believe, man. But what about my children, man? See, I'm saying, you saying let go a house that my children will need. You saying let go to my company house. Well, I had 2 children. They would have had a house there, a house here. They'd have had a place to stay. Now I don't have a place to stay. But you saying the crime that was committed against me, I shouldn't want no retribution or no be made whole. I'm saying, well, why am I the only person that shouldn't be able to get back my property? Why is it me? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, why is it okay for my rights to be violated so you can have rights, or that Jesus could be real? And I'm saying, well, why Jesus is not real if I'm real? Or is your religious teacher now being revealed as the one that killed Jesus and who continued to kill Jesus with the tongue and take your prosperity every Sunday or every time you send money in aid of the church? But when do the church give you aid? They don't give you legal aid because they don't know the law. So they said, "O Moses, indeed we will not enter it ever, as long as they are within it. So go, you and your Lord, and fight in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, on January 22nd in 2024 at 5:58 in the morning. Indeed, we are remaining right here." See, so I came back and now they telling me how long I've been gone. And I'm saying, well, I came back from court on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Well, how then? Well, okay, well, help me get my money and you go on with your life. But now they won't let me go on with my wealth. They want me to go on with this life. And I'm saying, well, this is not my life. This is the life that you given me, not the life that I earned, not the life that I deserve. I'm not supposed to be here starving, man. I'm not supposed to, I done retired. I done worked. I got books to sell. Why? See, this is what I'm saying about you devils, man. y'all stealing, man. And yet you sitting here as if you honorable people. See, Moses said, "My Lord, indeed I do not possess, i.e. control, except myself and my brother, so part us from the defiantly disobedient people." See, come on, man. This is what look, Moses said, "My Lord, indeed I do not possess, i.e. control, except myself." So now, people say, "Man, why you ain't help yourself?" I'm saying I did. You didn't help me. You put me in a mental hospital after I helped myself. So now, well then, how can I control you when you done already gave me your disability? So now people think I'm crazy because you put me in a mental hospital. So you gave me a disability, family. Now, why don't you now exonerate me from the disability you gave me when I'm in court showing my competency? What was I doing in a mental hospital? I've been showing consistent mental growth. Every day I get smarter. But why did you put me in a mental hospital 13 years ago when I read to you in 3 days ago my testimony that I wrote and submitted in self-defense of my competency in the civil, at the federal, in the criminal courthouse in Seminole County to Judge John Woodard III. But here my family with no evidence supporting my insanity, but a lot of evidence supporting their insanity, put me in a mental hospital. Now, how am I supposed to be safe or feel safe for the least of these in my family if I'm reading the Bible and the Quran? Shouldn't now I be afraid for the children who are being indoctrinated by the ignorant people around me? So now, if those children have the mental ability that I have and the devil attacked them, don't you see how I then left them under the same treatment of me? See, so now, if I then say, if the Bible say my people, well, wouldn't that child with my mind be my people? So wouldn't my ignorant family then destroy that child because it's not their people, because it don't have the same mindset they have. So now, see, so when a slave accepts its indoctrination, then it indoctrinates. See, because they've been trying, my family have been trying to indoctrinate me since I was a kid to believe in their God. Now they want me to give up on my truth, but then they don't want me to feel some type of way about them putting me in a mental hospital and allowing me to be put in a mental hospital and then allow me to be goddamn starved. They don't, see, they saying, well, you should forgive us. I'm saying, well, I forgive you, but are you going to keep doing it until I die? Then you going to forgive yourself like my daddy told me? My daddy told me, he say, Tommy, you don't have to forgive me because I forgive myself. So now, is y'all going to kill me and then forgive yourself because your conscience don't condemn you for destroying my life? So Moses said, my Lord, indeed, I do not possess, i.e. control, except myself and my brother. So part us from the defiantly disobedient people in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world, from inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, that's when I parted myself from the defiantly disobedient people in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church, in the United States Postal Service at the Lockhart Branch Post Office in Orlando, Florida, from Bill Hurd Chevrolet, from SunTrust Bank, from Navy Federal Credit Union. See, from all of the people that I separated myself from in that case. So now, if I did it myself in self-defense, now I'm not worthy of my own testimony because Moses said what he said and the Prophet Muhammad said what he said. But what about what I had to do in self-defense about what was done in the name of the state of Florida, in the name of the United States Postal Service, in the name of Bill Hurd Chevrolet, to me, for whom simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Council Sr. But in my fight for my good name, I had to rise to the level of a king, and now I have an asset that makes me sovereign, but my friend and my family is now telling me what they believe. I'm saying, so what is the value of belief when you will never want to accept you wrong? You won't come into court or nothing. So you just sat here and took my life, man. You were defiantly disobedient. Allah said, then indeed it is forbidden to them for 40 years in which they will wander throughout the land. So do not grieve over the defiantly disobedient people, man. But if they starving you to death, then they told me to be quiet while they starving me. I'm saying, so when are you ever gonna feed me if I be quiet? I'm fucking starving. And you've been telling me for 15 years to be quiet. So what happened when I die? I'll be quiet then. But then do you get charged for the murder? For helping the devil? Hell no. Because in your mind, right, your God is in control. You believe that you're right. So you don't see that you're a murderer, right? But you starving your cousin in the name of your enslaver's religion. So who gave you that religion if it wasn't the same person who enslaved you? So this 27, Sheehy International Version of chapter 5, verse 27. And recite to them the stories of Adam's two sons. Now, didn't I do that when I gave you the story of Adam when Cain killed his brother Abel? When I went through the definitions in my testimony, see, That's why I was telling you. So see, now did I not recite to them the stories of Adam's two sons in truth, when they both made an offering to Allah, and it was accepted from one of them, but was not accepted from the other? Said the latter, I will surely kill you. Said the former, indeed Allah only accepts from the righteous who fear him. So see, now, see my family? Huh? So now see the civil rivalry, my brother starving me for what? He living in my house and I'm sitting up here under the gun. He living in the house my Aunt Felder gave me. So now don't you see, is he not trying to starve me to death? What he doing? See, what is my brother doing? Because I'm reading the Bible. That's what I keep telling him. I'm saying, man, I see you. I see you. I see your spirit. You can sit here knowing your brother's starving. Because he tell you, for 15 years, you still acting like you don't know. But whatever you doing, right, then shouldn't you hope that nobody else do their brother like that out of ignorance? See, even if you love me, then when do you love me enough to accept that you wrong, that what you have done has hurt your brother? But now, what has your brother done other than get enough information to be able to save us both, like my mama, our mama, told me to do? See, so, but how do I fulfill my promise to my mother if I don't defend my brother like my mother told me to promise to do? But now I go to my brother and say, man, you put me in a bad situation, but I gotta do what my mama say do, because if I don't, then my conscience gonna condemn me. Because I know that I didn't do what my mama told me to do, just like when I had left and went and go to check my trap and then got caught, and my brother was in a rooming house on Long Street and I let my mother down. That's when I was 14 years old, and I promised that I wouldn't do that no more. So I had to go up against the state of Florida. Now this time the first time the state of Florida caught me, I was wrong. This time, I caught the state of Florida doing what my mama told me to do to protect her baby. And now look what her baby did. But, see, maybe that's why I'm the oldest. See, and recite to them the story of Adam's two sons in truth, when they both made an offering to Allah, and it was accepted from one of them in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse at Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, on January 22nd in 2024 at 6:11 in the morning, but was not accepted from the other. See, nowhere it wasn't accepted, because it's not, what the fuck, why would you accept something that's illegal as an offering if you Allah? See, you're supposed to do it in truth. Even if you telling the truth about selling drugs, then you still not in God's good graces, because you're selling death to God's children. So why would you be a child of God if you helping the devil sicken God's children? Said the latter, I will surely kill you. See, the latter, my brother, he younger than me. I'm older than him. Indeed, said the former, indeed Allah only accepts from the righteous who fear him. See, for whom simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, and now on January 22nd in 2024 at 6:12 in the morning. See, every time you gave me a test, I gave you the answer. And every time I gave you the answer, I rose in stature, and your statute descended. Because how can your stature be that of my stature, and I'm telling the truth about you lying? So wouldn't you then devalue in stature, and then I will increase in stature? How can we both be the same? See, that's why your religion is your religion, and my religion is my religion. Your truth is your truth, and my truth is my truth. But you won't bring your truth in the place where I establish my truth, because your truth is not your truth. Your truth is Moses' truth, or Job's truth, or Saul's truth when he changed his name to Paul. See, you have no testimony other than you worship. But what do you actually do other than worship? See, I have a testimony of how I charged those who tried to kill me with attempting to kill me. See, that's my testimony. Say, and if you should raise your hand towards me to kill me, I shall not raise my hand towards you to kill you. Indeed, I fear Allah, Lord of the worlds, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. See, when you came at me, whose simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., I brought you into court. I didn't raise my hand to you, but I also destroyed you for raising your hand to me. See, that's when I became the one you should have feared, but you threatened me. And now you're going to pay for the very words came out your fucking mouth. Because now you're going to pay. See, it's easy to say something, but then when you got to pay for what you say, that's when you want mercy. But when you were saying what you said, you wasn't giving what you not asking for. See, so how do I know mercy when you never showed me mercy? How the hell I know what mercy is? So if you should raise your hand towards me to kill me, I shall not raise my hand towards you to kill you. Indeed, I fear Allah, Lord of the worlds. Indeed, I want you to obtain thereby my sin and your sins, so you will be among the companions of the fire. See that what I'm telling you? See, it doesn't matter. The fire is already lit, and it's an inferno. So how do you put an inferno out? It's burning in court. And every time you put me in court, I set your ass on fire in another venue. See, I walk in the court on fire like the burning bush. So that's why y'all starving me. But what I'm saying though, you're doing it in the name of God. See, so where is your God that you starving me in the name of? Then how are you not a blasphemer? See, how are you not? You saying that a God is allowing you to commit a crime against a God who in court done took the law from you? So how you a God if you don't have no law? Indeed, I want you to obtain thereby my sin and your sin, so you will be among the companions of the fire in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th, 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the federal courthouse, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, and now on January 22nd in 2024 at 6:17 in the morning. And that is the recompense of wrongdoers in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world on January 22nd in 2024 at 6:17 in the morning. And his soul permitted to him the murder of his brother. So he killed him and became among the losers in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, when my family and friends believed a lie that was told on me, then they killed me and put me on life support until somebody saved me. See, so if it ain't for my truth, then I'll never be known. See, because if I didn't go into the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida and turn my truth into evidence, then how would I ever be resurrected? How would I ever be exonerated when my family and friends has continued to lie for 15 years? So see, if I didn't put nothing in writing and submit it, then what would be my history? What would be the chronological record of my evidence so that I can be exonerated? But see, the devil keep throwing me out of court and my family keep lying. So see, who loved me enough to tell my truth? See, don't continue to tell the devil's truth, because the devil don't love me. But when you gonna love me enough to tell my truth? See, so that's 30. So that's a verse, that's from the Shihi International Version of the Holy Quran, chapter 5, verses 19 through 30. And then, and I went and got Exodus 23. See, so remember I had Moses into with the Prophet Muhammad. So then I went and got Moses' testimony out of Exodus 23 of the King James Version, Bible Hub Edition, Justice and Mercy. So since it's a little long in the tooth here, I ain't gonna go. You know what? And then it says Sabbath laws. So I'm gonna go verses, Exodus 23, King James Version, Bible Hub Edition, verses 1 through 13. And the first section is justice and mercy. It says, thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, nor judgment halls anywhere in the world against me, for whom simple name is simply Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, on January 22nd in 2024 at 6:21 in the morning. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to rest judgment. So rest. So I get, let me see, W. So let me make sure I'm pronouncing that right. So I'm saying rest. Well, let me see. Let's see what it's saying.
Rest.
Right, rest. But it's with a W. See, so why it just didn't say rest, but it said, listen now.
Rest.
But it's with a W. So I'm saying rest, but it's saying just rest. But it's got a W. To pull, force, or move by violent wrangling or twisting. Wrangling. God damn it, it's the W again that's silent. It says it should have just said wrangling, but it said with a W. So I'm saying that's wrangling, but they man, shit crazy, man. And twisting movements. I see that's what killed me. So it's a W, but it say rest. But now without the W, it'll just say rest. But why then put the W if the W, because that's west, right? West. But I don't understand, man. That's crazy, man. But then my mama, I have to argue with her about it. But shit, I don't understand it. So rest, judgment. So now hold on, let me go back because I done got upset about it. Okay, so you rest judgment. So that means to pull, force, or move by violent wrangling or twisting movement. So you rest in a way. See, so like you taking it away, judgment. Like they did. Like my family took the judgment away from the devil and put it on me. They took me out of court, who was judging the devil, who was judging me. Then they put me in a mental hospital and helped the devil say I was incompetent. But I'm saying, well, if you read what I wrote, then don't you see that not only was I competent, but I was legally competent, because I'm using the legal definitions to then explain the circumstances in legal jargon. What are you talking about? But you talking about the Bible. How can you be right? That's not your testimony, and that's not even a testimony of this current time. So how can you use a testimony of another era to devalue me and you not be the one that's wrestling judgment away? Neither shall thy countess a poor man in his cause. Look, man, let me show y'all what y'all doing. See, this what get me, man. Y'all doing everything that the Bible say is wrong. But yet, you putting me in a mental hospital. Look, countess. Okay, hold on. Make sure.
Countenance.
Countenance. Now, I was wrong on that because I got upset. But countenance, that's it. Because it's count and then 10 and then I got upset. But anyway. Mental composure. See, calm expression. So see, I'm standing in court. I'm not acting no fool. They tell me to do something. They later say, take your hand out your pocket. I take my hand out my pocket because I'm in the battle. So I got to take the power away from the serpent by following their first command and grieving it later. So see, your countenance, where your countenance when you thought I was crazy. See, look, neither shall thy countenance a poor man in his cause. So see, countenance. So now, bear or express the offers approval or sanction, moral support. See, bearing an expression that offers approval. Y'all didn't offer no approval. Y'all judged me. Y'all said I was crazy. See, so your countenance is your aspect. Now, oh, look, that's aspect. A particular status or phrase in which something appears or may be regarded. See, so that's what, look, appearance to the eye or the mind. See, so that's your countenance, your aspect of what I was going through. So you thought I was crazy, so you put me in a mental hospital. But when are you gonna see you was wrong for what you did 13 years ago? See, I have had to pay for your aspect of what I was going through for 13 years. Now I'm starving, but now you don't want to see the error in your way. Because you believe you right. Right? So now, if thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. Man, you motherfuckers done took me away from me. You were supposed to bring my car back to me. But you took me from my family and my family from me. But you a Christian. But are you in accordance with Moses who gave the law? Or is Moses now talking about you who keep transgressing the law Moses gave? If you meet thine enemy's ox. Now that's if I'm your enemy, not your fucking friend, not your family. If we was arguing with each other, If we were fighting and my ox or my ass was gone astray, thou should surely bring it back to him. You supposed to give it back to me, even though we was arguing, fighting. And if you see the ass of him that hateth thee lying under his burden, and would have forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. See, you were supposed to help me, man. But I help you, though. See, I'm in accordance with Moses, justice and mercy, but not Pastor Willie C. Barnes. Not none of you preachers that know all over the world, study taking up tithes and ain't doing the offering. Thou shalt not rest the judgment of the poor for his cause. See, so that means they say you shouldn't take it from me. Thou shalt not rest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and the righteous slay thy not. Huh? Y'all been trying to kill me for 15 years out of ignorance. But look, this here you was wrong. And the innocent and righteous slay thy not. I'm in the courts and you sitting here starving me, but you going to church. Dead ass wrong. Dead ass. You violating every law, man. Every law. But you a descendant of slaves, but you don't want to claim that mantra either. See, but how do you get out of something you don't even want to accept that you in? But yet you going to church asking to be delivered from something you don't even want to accept exist. Man, so see, you the one that keep tricking us, because you telling us that there's nothing else for us to do. But it's always something to do, because you always got to bring the crop in. If you don't bring the crop in, it's nothing, it's not going to be anything to eat. See? So thou shalt not rest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thy not. For I will not justify the wicked in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Edenville, Florida, in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, in the Osceola County Courthouse in Kissimmee, Florida on January 4th in 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, on Monday, January 22nd in 2024 at 6:30 in the morning. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise. See, so I wasn't supposed to take no money. See, look now, thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. See, so if I'd have sided with them, then I couldn't give you this righteous gift from a wise man, because I would have allowed my wisdom to be bought by the tyrannical people. See, so then I would have become tyrannical. I would have become a tyrant. I wouldn't have become more than a conqueror. See what I'm saying? See, I had to conquer them to become a redeemer of you. If I wouldn't have redeemed them, if I wouldn't have redeemed you, then I would have been just like them, knowing both good and evil, but not being nothing. Because I would have gave up my good for evil reward. See, they would have gave me a reward instead of me giving you a reward. See, but that's what y'all not understanding, because you don't have a fatherly nature. See, a father don't look at himself. A father look at his wife, if he married, or his children. That's why it says a good man don't just leave his children an inheritance. He leave his children's children an inheritance. But see, Pastor Willie C. Barnes, what is he leaving the congregation that he the father of when he done denied the truth entrance into that dwelling place? So what truth is in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church other than Pastor Willie C. Bond's opinion of truth? And his opinion allowed him to throw a sovereign king out of his midst. And now he's part of the sovereign message of redemption. See, if he would have been the one that allowed me to be redeemed by the church, then the church would have been the redeemer of the truth. But when I went in there as the truth, then I had to go and establish myself while I had to walk through the valley of the shadow of death and fear no evil. So then I came out on the other side. Okay. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise and perverteth the words of the righteous. Also thou shalt not oppress a stranger. Like all these assholes out here stressing. See, they ain't supposed to do that. They ain't supposed to do that. So Kissimmee, Florida has oppressed me. Seminole County has oppressed me. And Orange County has oppressed me. And how can they say they haven't when I'm in court being oppressed in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning? Now, how can the United States, the 50 states and territories of the United States of America say that they are not oppressing me against Moses, who is the lawgiver to the Israelites, who wrote Exodus 23 of the King James Version Bible Hub edition that says, also thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. See, the 13 states of the United States of America should not now oppress me because they was once oppressed by King George III. See what I'm saying? So see, this is why America is called the New Jerusalem, because America was once property of King George when America was 13 colonies. You're not like the Israelites because you wasn't a stranger in the land of Egypt. You was a stranger in the new Americas. And you was a property of the 13 colonies owned by King George III. That's history. Ain't nothing you can do. See, so now the Bible is saying that for whom you should see as a stranger, those 13 states. See, not these other ones, not 14th and on to 50 and the territory. See, those are the ones that added on to independence. But I'm talking about the 13 original states that was the 13 colonies. See, those are the ones that shouldn't treat me as if they don't know who I am, because they would have been slaves, just like I'm now slave to the state of Florida, because they was a slave to Great Britain, the king. Now I'm a slave to the state of Florida and the United States of America. But Exodus 23 of the King James Version Bible Hub edition, verse 9 says that shouldn't be so. Because also thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know that the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. See, you should know my heart, because your founding fathers wanted the same goddamn independence for you that I want for Benita Elaine Epps Castle, Tamika Ray Sean Castle, and Tommy Chancey Castle Jr. and Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. See, I want to be just as free as your founding fathers wanted to be free when they were 13 colonies. See, I want to be free from the 50 states and territories of the United States of America as Four Houses Incorporated and Chancey Incorporated. Why can't I have my independence if you demanded yours? So Sabbath laws, this is 10 through 13. And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shall gather in the fruits thereof. 6 years. I'm going on 16 years, man. Y'all wrong, man. But y'all are the ones supposed to read the Bible to show yourselves approved. But you can gave me 15 years, man, to hide your iniquity. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still. But how could I do that when y'all kept to 15 years and not a slave acting like they didn't enslave me? They didn't help the man enslave me. They didn't put me in a mental hospital. They didn't do none of the stuff that they thought was right. And I'm saying, well, if you thought you was right, why don't you do the right thing now and then let these children know you was wrong so they don't be as wrong as you when somebody like me needs you, or need them like I needed you. See, but I didn't need you. See, it was that I didn't be like you and leave you in the darkness that you think you leaving me in. But when you leave the light in darkness, then don't you think the light still gonna shine? Just because you don't want to look at the light shining don't mean the light not shining. See what I'm saying? But if you the darkness, then you gonna try to act like the light ain't revealing you. See? So lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat. See, come on, man. Y'all done took the harvest away. See? And what they leave, the beast of the field shall eat. See, so you left the least of these to be eaten up by the beast, Pastor Willie C. Barnes, and then the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas, Pontius Pilate, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, prisons, and judgment halls all over the world. See, after I then put the beast in a position, right? So after 6 years, thou shalt sow thy land. So I sold the devil for 6 years inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, and shall gather in the fruits thereof. And then I was gathering God's children, Allah's children, and my atheist children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. And then the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas put me in a mental hospital and kept selling you the name Jesus or the name Prophet Muhammad and asking poor people for their fruits from their labor. See, look in there. And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land and shall gather in thy fruits thereof. So see, when y'all working, you sowing, but what is your preachers, ministers, and popes and rabbis, what are they sowing? So then look, when you have gathered your fruits, then you give them 10% of what you gathered. That's not what this is saying. But the 7th year, see, the 7th year thou shalt rest and let lie, and lie still. So see, when do they allow y'all to rest? Now, here I am saying, when you work for Folkhouse's Farms, you're gonna have 4 weeks vacation. You're gonna have sick time. See, because you're a union. Then you're going to get paid $25 an hour. And then you're going to tell me what your knowledge of. See, I'm talking about you $25 an hour to labor. See, then now what the other people, the farm that's running the farm, see, now we going to talk about, because you got to give the laborers the knowledge to run the day-to-day. See? So now I'm paying the labor force $25 an hour. Now you tell me, because see, to me, I don't care what you want for money. I need the crop. See, because I know that if the crop don't come in, then the money don't matter. So I need people who know how to bring the crop in to teach the kids who don't know so they can learn. And now the knowledge of how to farm is what's going to stave off famine. Money is not going to stave off shortage of food. See, shortages of food is going to be the shortage of food no matter how much money you got. So if you don't know how to make food or grow edible product, then when you need something edible for the nourishment of your physical being, how you gonna have it if you got a bank full of money and if it's no vegetables, no meat, no nothing? Then what do you eat? The money? So how much money does it take for you to be full? See, when you think about it, you see how far from life you are. See what I'm saying? So now, so that the poor of thy people may eat, and what they leave the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner, thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. See, that means you should deal in this. Man, y'all dead wrong. The man saying you can see, look, olive yard, that was things, and the vineyard, that's food. We ain't, y'all go to church and y'all sit there as if y'all being edified. That's a waste of time. You go in there 2 hours and nothing is sold. So if you don't sow, which means plant, then how can something be abundant if you don't plant it? So if you walk around and everybody got a seed from God and you leave it in your hand, how then would it become abundant if it's in your hand? Now, once you plant it, now you will see what the seed God planted in your hand, put in your hand, was intended for once you put it where it's intended to go. See, he put it in your hand so you can then sow it. But if you don't sow it, you just admire it, then it's for you and you alone. But if you sow it, then it's for everybody, because now we know what God gave you to give to us because you sowed it, and now it is harvesting. But see, if I did not establish my truth, then don't you see the lies that would have been the harvest? 6 days, though, 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the seventh day thou shalt rest. So what work are y'all doing? See, your preacher work on Sunday or Saturday. What do he do the 6 other days? Now, for 6 days you work, and on the 7th day you come and pay your preacher for what? What has he done or she done over them 6 days that you was working to deserve your 10%? What have they done? But look at here now. 6 days thou shalt do thy work. What work did they do? And on the 7th day thou shalt rest. It doesn't say that you shall pay. It say you shall rest. That thine ox and thine ass may rest. See, don't even the ox or the ass supposed to rest after you done work 6 days. So what do the ass go to church at? Where do the ox go to church at? If they supposed to rest too? And the sons of thine handmaiden and the stranger may be refreshed. See, that's what I'm telling y'all. Remember, I say, when you work for me, I don't want you to be wore out. See, that's why I'm giving you 4 weeks vacation, and you only gonna work from January 16th. So say we gonna say February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, right? Because the man say that, he say that those are the months for growth, right? Now, in 10 months, you're going to have 4 weeks vacation plus sick time. And then you're going to have from when the crop come in November, so Thanksgiving, you're going to be off. From Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year's, the day after Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, then you come back to work. All paid, because the crop came in. Now, do I not have time for you to refresh? Now, for 2 months, you enjoying the holidays, your Lord and Savior's birthday, the new year, all that you off. Study getting paid every 2 weeks. You're going to get a check. Because I need you to come back fresh so the crop can come in. See, why would you want to work and all you do is work and you can't play? See, that's what my father-in-law taught me. He say, Tommy, he say, when you work, he say, you work hard. He say, but when you off, you play hard. And I was like, damn, you know, that's me. You know, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing but tell me what I already knew. But then when he saw it, he didn't, I guess he say he played too hard. You know what I mean? But I'm a player. You feel me? I was taught how to play. So I play to win. I don't play to play. I play to win. That's what my daddy told me. He say, you know, cause the coach used to say, it ain't whether you win or lose, is to play the game or some shit like that. My daddy say, Tommy, that's bullshit. He say, if you don't want to win, why the hell you play? And I say, you right, daddy, shit. Hey, that's my daddy, man. He say that's bullshit. He say, if you don't want to win, what you playing? Bullshit. Made all the sense in the world to me. He say, you right, daddy. What the hell I'm out here playing for? I don't want to win, shit. So, hey, you right. That's what I say. That's where I come from. It made all the sense in the world to me. So when you put me in the game, I'm trying to win. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect. So, okay, let me see. Circumspect. Yeah, that looked like I done said it wrong. Oh, shit, look like I said it wrong. Let me see. Hold on, man. Okay, hold on, man. Damn, I'm laughing so hard I can't even. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on now. Get this shit together now. Wait a minute. No, circumspect. See what I'm saying? Let me see. There it is. Okay, circumspect. I think. Let me see.
Circumspect.
Hey, I got it, Mom. I was right. Yeah. But I say it looked like I was wrong. Oh, let me stop. Okay, look, Tommy, man, you almost 3 hours. Okay, look, careful to consider all circumstances and possible consequences. So, see, that's what I'm saying. I was right. So now, in all things that I have said unto you, be in circumspect. And make no mention of the name of other gods. See, I told you, like, when you say that out in the word, I don't care. But when you come in court, then you're going to see I didn't like it. But see, my mother told me when I told her that, when she was telling me about Jesus and I was 4, maybe 5, and I told her I was greater than him, I was going to be greater than him. See, I was mad. I mean, what did you, don't tell nobody better greater than me. And then my daughter will tell you when she had compared me to somebody, she said, I was mad. Don't you compare me to nobody. See, now look, I was right though. Neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. See, that's what I told my daughter. Don't you compare me to nobody. You don't know nobody. You know, see? So now, that is the testimony for King Tommy Chancey Council Sr. on January 22nd in 2024 at 6:51 in the morning.